All right, welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting together side by side for financial freedom. The next 48 hours are going to be very critical for the crypto space because the first ever crypto summit is going to be held at the White House. This is something, in my opinion, that will change this market forever. And obviously, I think that it's going to be kickstarting the next phase of the bull cycle here, which is going to be exciting for altcoins as well, because initially Trump had promised a strategic Bitcoin reserve, but now we're going to get a strategic crypto reserve, even encompassing altcoins like Solana and a whole bunch of things. So in this video, really what I want to do is I want to show you what I think are going to be the next big narratives in the market, because what we have seen is that over the last 3-4 weeks is that the market has kind of flagged a direction in terms of like what is the next narrative going to be like. And we saw the death of meme coins, right, which I actually celebrated a lot because we're likely going to be seeing capital flowing into what we would call like legacy or traditional cryptocurrencies, like, you know, at least a little bit of use case right there, right? So we have a lot to discuss today. But before I do that, I want to kindly ask you to help me spread the video just by delicately tapping the like button. It will tell the YouTube algorithm that this video is very much relevant, and of course it will show it to more people. Now, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, because I do TA on a whole bunch of different altcoins on a regular basis. You know what? Let me not run my mouth too much, and let's get right into it here. So what you see down below here is the gold chart, and you see on top we've got the total market cap of all crypto. What I want to highlight here is that there is a big change that is coming to markets very soon here, because gold has actually had a fantastic bull run, but this bull run is actually starting all the way back in 1980. So if you go ahead and refer off Fibonacci retracement 2 from that top here in 1980 all the way down to right around 2000, we can see something very much interesting happening there. Gold has actually reached its full Fibonacci extension. Now, when you also take a look at the RSI, you see that pretty much it's stretched, right? Even on a monthly basis, it's oversold. I mean, it's overbought, as you can see right there. Now, why does this actually matter, and why are we talking about this when we are referring to crypto? There is a very important dynamic that has always happened right there, which you saw the thing that I was comparing to, obviously, the total market cap of crypto with that gold chart, and you realize that, yeah, they actually give each other tens. So what we are saying is that if gold is actually topped, what it means is that there is a big chance that crypto is going to be the one that's going to be pumping next, because obviously if gold is pumping, yeah, risk on assets are not really the best place to be. But of course, with gold right at its top, it actually feels like it's time for crypto, because we haven't actually seen much in altcoins, to be honest with you. So take a look at this moment here when gold was peaking right there. This is also the moment when you're kickstarting a very massive bull run for crypto. Then we also see the same thing in 2016. Gold goes down, and then crypto actually outshines gold very much strongly right there. Then where we are today is, I'm saying that, you know, gold has actually reached a very pivotal point in which it can start crashing towards the downside. What does that mean? It means that crypto is going to be flying. So this is the first point to note. Obviously, the second one is going to be the dollar currency index, which we have also seen, just like gold, when it goes up, crypto goes down. When it goes down, crypto usually goes up. So we have actually been breaking towards the downside over the last few days, and I think that sooner rather than later, the cryptocurrency market is going to be decoupling from this whole thing and start pushing towards the upside. So if these things play out right as we want them to do, just be sure that we are in for some massive gains right there. Now, on top of these macro changes, we know that we've got a summit in the next 48 hours here for crypto, which can actually be critical and change the whole narrative of crypto here. So what does this mean for crypto? First of all, let's take a look at the people who are attending. You can see here there's Crypto Bob, who is probably bullish for Coti, Velo, and Quant, which are payment infrastructures and stuff like that. Then David Sachs, obviously right now he's neutral because he claims that he has sold all his crypto. Brett Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, that is bullish for XRP as well. Then Michael Saylor, probably bullish for BTC. Then we also have got some other guys like Charles, which is bullish for ADA, Vitalik, the founder of Ethereum. Then of course Ondo is also right there. So generally speaking, I think this is something that is bullish for the rest of the market. During this summit, there is a possibility that the crypto strategic reserve is going to be announced, probably on how it's going to look like and what percentages it's going to. So I mean, this is something that is very much big, right? Also on the flip side, if it actually turns out that it was a lackluster event, a big nothing burger, we may see this market tank totally towards the downside. But in any case, let me go ahead and show you what I think the biggest narrative is going to be. Number one that I think is going to pump first is XRP, for two reasons. Very big community, and also it has already been listed as part of the strategic crypto reserve. So that's an obvious one. The same thing goes for Solana. Actually, like 3 weeks ago, I was a little bit bearish on it because I thought that it was going to die away with a whole bunch of meme coins, right? But it seems that it has been chosen as well. So it is what it is. Why should we be betting against, the people in control? To be honest with you, sometimes it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, Cardano obviously has already been listed. So XRP, Solana, Cardano, they are in the same group. Then Dogecoin obviously is one that I think it has proven that it can have like a long term. Now, one thing that has to be considered about all these three is that, yeah, these things have already had good runs. So how much more can they return, right? Can they return a 5x? I mean, it really remains to be seen. I think that's a decision that has to be made by a lot of people to see, okay, how much can it actually bring, right? HBAR falls into that same category, and I think that right now it actually has one of the strongest charts. As you can see, the market cap was pretty much just back testing the previous all-time high of 2021 and looking to even set way higher. So, I mean, HBAR is very bullish. Again, very strong community behind it, so that's looking safe. Chainlink is an obvious one in my opinion because it's a chosen oracle. It pretty much connects almost every cryptocurrency right there, so that's obvious. Litecoin is looking very good with a very strong Wyckoff accumulation pattern, and I would not be surprised to see Litecoin at the end of this cycle aging towards something like $600, $650. That's where I see it going with this Wyckoff accumulation right there. On the finance is also looking like a winner. I would also go ahead and pick Filecoin because this is a project that has just been under the shadows, but it's going to come back in my opinion. And from a chart perspective also, it looks very good. There is a very clear Wyckoff accumulation pattern here over the last 3 years or something like that. And this thing can actually send. I would be expecting a price target of about $57 for Filecoin and even way higher than that. But this is looking good for me. I mean, it's an obvious Wyckoff accumulation pattern. Then again, from there, IP is also one that is looking very promising because the main backers of the project that have had like 3 funding rounds, I think, is A16Z. And this is going to be massive because, I mean, those are the people behind Solana. I think they've also had other projects that are very successful. So IP looks to me like it's going to be possibly a Solana of the season. Let's see what happens by there, but it looks very good. Then, of course, I think Movement is one that the Trump organization is buying a lot, and just that gives it like a spotlight and a lot of eyeballs on it. More eyeballs means that the price is actually going to be pumping towards the upside more likely than not. We also have got Onyx Coin XCN, which has got a massive community behind it, and it has been pumping. Actually, it did a 40x within like 3 weeks or something like that. I think that the momentum can return very fast and it can continue pumping again. Erodon Finance, I think, will do well as well, just because it is the main DEX on the base chain, and the base chain, in my humble opinion, is not going anyway. Coinbase is here to stay, so that's pretty much good right there. Then Eigenlayer is one that I'm very much bullish on, but I'm surprised that a lot of people don't talk about it. Let me show you why I think that this one is a force to reckon with. I mean, take a look at the DeFi Llama. Number 3 in terms of TVO is Eigenlayer in all cryptocurrencies, by the way, with a TVO of right around $10 billion. But this is a project that is listed, I think, number $141 with a market cap of about $350 million. I think this is a top 10 project, in my humble opinion. We'll see what happens by there, but I'm betting big on it. I would think that this thing can easily go to $40, $50 in this bull cycle. That's how bullish I am. But I'm also bullish on the team because they're always having regular updates, workshops. I mean, they're really working on it. Another one on my list is Telco, and this is like buying XRP at 5 cents. By it's looking too good. Take a look at this chart, pretty much mimicking what it was doing back before it had a fantastic one here in 2021. Not only that, if you also just go ahead and take a look at other cryptocurrencies like Cardano, for example, you see that, okay, Telcoin looks like it's somewhere around this level. I mean, taking notice of this here, then of course once you start building there, it's slow, but all of a sudden it starts moving towards the upside. So once again, Telcoin is looking like that Cardano chart back in 2021 right around this level. So I think in a very short space of time it can have a fantastic bull run. This is why I'm bullish on it. And also, like, fundamentally speaking, the project, I mean, they know what they're doing. They're actually building something, and we have seen that it can be a success. Like taking an example of XRP, and they're doing almost the same thing, but we know that not one person is going to, or not one company is going to be taking all the market share. It's going to be shared in between like different entities and stuff like that. So that's one that I'm bullish on. Now, Supra, I'm also bullish on it because it's a new project and massive community behind it. I mean, they also have got a good oracle. So let's see what happens. Zebec Network is one that has been making noise of late, and it seems like it's building a community. Now, in a bull market, you want to be betting on a community as well. And now you are also within the same category that we are thinking that is going to be the next big narrative made in the United States. So, I mean, we have got a little bit of good options, right? The Lumia 2 is also one that is very popular with a lot of people, and you need that because more eyeballs, once again, remember, also means that more demand and people will talk more about it. And when, you know, new people are going to be coming into the market, because you also have to understand this. Once crypto is normalized, the first crypto summit being done in the White House and stuff like that, more and more people are going to be coming, and, you know, they're going to be hearing things that other people are talking about. So you have to feed off of that community. And obviously, we don't want to say it, but crypto is a player versus player game. So the more people are interested in a project, that's the higher that it will go. Now, let's talk about Ethereum and Bitcoin here, because those are not part of the United States, but still, these have got fantastic charts. Let's take a look at Ethereum, for example. You can see that throughout all this chaos, Ethereum has managed to hold its support level from 2021. So that's something that is good. And from here, I think this can be a nice launchpad and leading us to a fantastic out season, because I mean, if Ethereum is pumping, it also means that a lot of these other altcoins are pumping. Most of the altcoins in the market are ERC20, so their liquidity pools are also based on Ethereum. So automatically, if it starts pumping, it means that those things are automatically going to be pushing towards the upside as well. So I don't think that only the made in the United States narrative is the one that is going to be pushing. No, a lot of other things are going to be doing. Like if you're related to Ethereum, for example, you're going to be doing well. Another thing that I forgot to mention about Eigenlayer is that it's also a restaking platform, right? Now, we have had ETFs being filed of staking Ethereum. Don't you think that also staking protocols are going to be massive? So DeFi probably will come back if those ETFs are going to get approved. And this is really what we've all been dreaming about for years and years, that, we want crypto to mainstream. So imagine people are getting their ETFs and then they staking and stuff. Like, this is like, nigh on utopia, in my humble opinion. Anyways, so Ethereum is looking good, sitting on a massive support level here. My price, I guess, for Ethereum starts from $11,000, and I would think that maybe $17,000 is also something that is very much possible. Now, when it comes to Bitcoin, we can see that we have got a massive resistance here, and it's this event that I'm thinking on Friday is going to either push the price above this level here, and we're likely going to be going and setting a new all-time high, because this kind of thing, if it really is executed and it's so bullish for the market, I think Bitcoin can even go ahead and set a new all-time high. And that's really good for all cryptocurrencies, because, everything is going to be following in. So yes, there are some altcoins that I didn't mention, probably things like Jasmine, which are sitting at all-time supports right now. But I was just talking about one specific narrative that I think is going to do well, and things within, that kind of category. In any case, I think that this event, if executed well, and it's not a nothing beggar, is going to be elevating the whole space, and all boards are going to be rising together. There are some things which are going to do better than the other ones, because you have to understand that it's all about narrative and sentiment in this market. It's not really about, oh, this one has got the fantastic thing. No. It's just about right now, how are the market participants feeling about this whole thing? So that's why I think that the made in the United States category is going to do better than other categories. But it doesn't mean that, the other things are not going to be going. We've got things which look very good, like Ethereum Classic, for example. We have things like Polkadot sitting at all-time lows and massive support levels. So everybody's going to be wise, provided the whole thing is executed well. Now, if the whole thing is a nothing bigger, we're back to square one, and it's just into a bear market. But in any case, I want to thank you so much for watching your video. If you could, please delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family, and then I would have to see you on the next one. Take really, really good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.